Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Let's go. 50, green. Ready?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he tapped his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Black 40. Check, hunt.
Off the play fake, Love. Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Matthew Golden, the intended target. And it's 3rd down and 2. You look at this Arizona defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Ready.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Swim.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A loss of a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
1, 2, 3.
They'll go again with Benson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride the season. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Hey, blue. Ready?
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go. Black, 95. Mega. Set.
They'll run on 1st down. Long. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Red, 38.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
52 blue. Black shot. Smash, red. Blaster, 6.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Ready.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. That's complete to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
And now Love going to change things up.
Hey, check Mega.
Here's Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
In motion, the tight end. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
They go with Jacobs. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Sure. Go. Move.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone, Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Red 38. Ultra. Set.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Ready. 52 blue. Hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready up. Set. 10 black. Hut.
Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Here we go. Set. Smash. Yellow. 22. Red. Yellow. White. White.
Glove. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Trail green. Blue striker. Red cycle. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
33, yellow. Check smash. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Set, hut. 45, wide. Hey, go Fury. Hut, hut.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rush, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Murray going to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 101 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 50, green, ultra, go ultra. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
60 red. 60 red. Ultra. Ultra. Ready.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Black shut down. 10 black. Drill green. Ready.
Love now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, come on. Coach. That's one. Big A sofa.
Murray now. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Omaha. Hey.
To throw is Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
No better. When I got rich, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey. Come back.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Packers take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing, Love. Forced out to his left. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Murray looking to change the play here. Here's a quick throw to McBride. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come back. Hey! Hey, huh? 2-2, huh?
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And just shutting him off there. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That's another Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Packers' 6-yard line.
They run over center with Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Murray. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Field flat.
Working out of the gun. Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going to pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, 2-2. 2-2.
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. We're in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
That's another Cardinals.
Murray again. This is Conner. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
3rd down and 11.
Easy. What you got? That's one. Big Ace open.
Looking to throw. Murray. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll take this one in for the air
for a touchdown. Michael Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Packers 7. Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a strong memory here. Don't focus on the interception.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Grill green. Edo blue. Black ultra. Set.
To throw now, here's Love. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
The 6-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Yellow, 43. Blaster, 6. Cut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Matthew Golden, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense and make sure to let his quarterback know. Just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Oh, yeah, you got it, you got it. Two.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go on, Hurt. Coach.
Now they'll audible to something else. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw. Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Second and 16. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Running out of the gun here with Benson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Benson
trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Cardinals are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Ryland on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
It's caught inside the 25. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First down, Packers.
Play fake. Here's Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches.